How do you capture extreme optimism and energy? That's the discovery I made over the past few years going through my own trials and tribulations. How to generate endless, exciting, life-engaging, positive yes energy that flows from you to others and from them back to you again. It's a life force that's vital, dramatic, and thrilling. And you have it. You have access to it right now. Once you know how to use it, you'll never stop. You will know how to access it always. The first place from which life force comes is a core vibration of certainty and optimism. This core vibration, in turn, comes from a greater power. It's a calm, collected energy. That's the thing, the gift I mentioned on the first page of the book. It's also so much more. Whenever I'm in a tight spot where things don't feel right, when I'm not being the best Loral I know I can be, I take full responsibility. I look to God and I ask for clarity and understanding. And then I look to myself and I say, pay attention, Loral, what's going on here? Because I choose to live an inspired life, one source from Spirit, I know that there is a plan for me in everyone and everything. This gives me optimism and certainty. And because I'm anchored in a solution, because I know that there is a way forward, I then take optimism and certainty delivered from Spirit. I turn to my team and I do just that. I move forward. Next thing I know, I'm in my yes energy. My energy is conserved, yet I'm moving at full steam ahead. I'm calm, I'm at ease, I'm hopeful. Neither negativity nor failure has a chance when I'm truly in this state, when I'm in the flow sourcing energy and optimism. Unfortunately, I don't do this all the time. In fact, recently I didn't do it at all. I was in a situation where I was moving away from core vibration. I was outside of my own energy, losing myself, compromising my values, attracting dark, bad energy. It was awful. Then, because I went back to my spirit, got the help from my team, and remembered how to source my extreme optimism and energy, I found my soul again. Fortunately, I'm back in good times after a terrible interlude. I'm sure you've all had your fair share of obstacles. My goal here is to reveal an idea that will push you up and above and beyond those frustrations into a life of true freedom. I did it. I grew up working on a farm, started my own businesses, worked my way through school, pushed my way into a dog-eat-dog field, built a brand and a global enterprise, and then saw bits and pieces come crumbling down around me. After several ounces of introspection and a pound of action, I picked myself up, dusted myself off, and rebuilt everything into a life even better than before. And so I know you can do it too. How? Well, a little bit of strategy with a whole lot of support, but the most important factor is all this energy management. I'm so sick of people talking about time management, Loral, said a woman at one of my seminars in Calgary, Canada. I can't stand it if one more person says that I need to find a way to better balance my schedule. You're right, I said. It's not about time management, it's energy management. The others nodded. The room was in full agreement. People can talk all they want about time management, but as anyone who's ever tried to fit 25 hours of life into a 24-hour day knows, that's a misguided pursuit. To many of us who have treaded on an endless loop of not enough time, time management is not the answer. The solution is something else altogether. It's energy management. The source of energy, the fuel to be managed, comes from, as Bob Proctor and the Beach Boys knew, good vibrations. These good vibrations come from the surf and from something higher and greater. Wayne Dyer, in his book Inspiration, Your Ultimate Calling, put it so well. The reason I feel inspired isn't because the world looks perfect. Rather, it's the other way around. The reason the world looks perfect to me is because I'm in spirit, a person who chooses to live an inspired life. I'm able to stay in gratitude from the moment I awake early in the morning right up until I close my eyes while falling asleep. And throughout each day, I'm reminded that staying in spirit is really all about staying in vibrational harmony. Yeah, I love that, vibrational harmony. The energy equation works. I know because it has saved me on a number of occasions. The following are 3 stories from the roller coaster. Number 1, the stork surprises me. In the late 90s, I was just starting my business, trying to make my way into what was clearly a male-dominated industry. After some time in the wealth education arena, learning different models and business strategies, I found my way to a speaking circuit of educators and motivational leaders. These stages attracted people interested in finance, investing, and personal success in every category imaginable.